everybody, and welcome to Savagely Delightful, a podcast exposing the schadenfreude nature in all of us. Each week, your co-hosts John and Chrissy will be coming at you with different stories of people making the kind of dumb mistakes that we all just love to hear about.
Welcome back, everyone, to Savagely Delightful.
I'm John.
And I'm Christy.
And you are listening to episode 21.
Yeah. So for updates this week, it is my mom's birthday on the 18th. So happy birthday, Julie.
The day that this releases. Happy birthday.
Yeah. This one's for you.
Okay. I think that's about it, though.
I think so.
Yep.
Not much is going on right now.
Thank goodness for once.
My semester just ended, so I'm waiting for final grades, and then summer semester starts, and then yada, yada, yada.
Yep. Other than that, it's just normal stuff, which I am just fine with.
Honestly, yeah, it's been great from how much hecticness has been happening.
Yeah. So, you want to give us some more hecticness in a story?
I would love to. So, my first story was submitted by Anonymous, and they write, "So this happened a few weeks ago. I just moved to the suburbs of New Jersey from Philadelphia."
They're from Jersey.
From Jersey. Okay, I'm not going to go there. I can't do a Jersey accent. I'm not going to try. We're just going to get a bunch of hate mail like, you bombed that. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
I will bomb every accent I ever try.
But you'll try.
But yeah, and fail. And know that I will. So we don't need to hear about it. It's okay.
Okay. They say, "I was at a friend's house for a Zoom baby shower, and I ended up staying all night playing video games and eating dinner. My boyfriend met me there later on to hang out and parked next to me in the driveway. They live in the entrance to a cul-de-sac." This is relevant.
Okay.
Yeah, this is relevant. So,
does she clarify that, or do you?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're right. "We were getting ready to leave around 12:30 in the morning, and my phone had died, so I figured I would go back out behind him and follow him since I'm new to the area. I pull out extra wide to give him space, and I did not see the dark blue car parked behind their driveway because it was pretty hazy and foggy that night, and I scratched the side of the car with my taillight. Minimal body damage was done to the door, a few scratches on a little bit of the paint from my car too. I got out of my car and immediately wrote a note with my information on it and decided to go home so I could charge my phone and call my insurance," which is pretty awesome of you. Not a lot of people would do that, especially that early.
Yeah.
"I got home and immediately called my insurance, and they requested that I upload a copy of the police report. Okay, I'll call the police. Let them know what happened. Shouldn't be a big deal. This happens all the time, right? Wrong. The cop told me that he was going to charge me with a hit and run.
What?
He accused me of being drunk, which I was not at all. I offered to meet him at the station, at the scene of the accident, at my house. He refused to meet me anywhere, and he told me it was too late and I had already made the wrong choice, and he was forced to charge me."
What a prick.
Right? "I started to drive back to the scene of the accident, and he told me on the phone to pull over and immediately send him all of my information in an email. I complied," which, think about that. You literally got told to pull over through a phone. Weird.
Yeah, this guy is...
Yeah. Don't know how I feel about that. I complied with everything he told me to do. He told me he was going to the resident of the people whose car I had hit to notify them, and that they were probably going to want to press charges against me. I told him to call me back after he got done there. He never did. The next day, I was able to get in touch with the neighbor, who was awesome. She was super understanding, and if anything, was just mad. And the cop showed up, and was mad that the cop had showed up at her house at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
Right? She told me, he said, "We are forced to charge her since she left the scene." And the neighbor replied, "She left a note. Anyone would have done that. It's 1 a.m. This is not necessary."
Yeah.
And at that point, he urged them...
You're not forced to fucking charge her.
Right? And at that point, he urged them to press charges on me because I could have been drunk and am old enough to know better.
Oh my God.
A week goes by and I hear nothing from the officer. The car's in the shop getting fixed, and my insurance is paying for it. The neighbors have no intent of pressing charges against me. I send the neighbors a basket filled of Milk Bar cookies for causing them any trouble. Yesterday, I get a ticket in the mail for leaving the scene of an accident with a mandatory court appearance, and I just hired a very expensive lawyer.
What?
I work in sales and have a company car I have to drive for work. My lawyer wanted to know how the police even got involved, to which I replied, I called them. I called the cops on myself. Now I have to pay a lot of money to get it fixed. I could lose my job over this. I could lose my job over a bad driving record. So yeah.
Oh my God.
Right?
Somebody's on a power trip.
I was gonna say.
Get over yourself.
Look, like, damn, what was up with that cop though? Like. They were just trying to do the right thing and then got raked over the coals.
Yeah, I mean, she left a note and then she called the cops. It's not like she was trying to get out of it in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
And if she was, this is the exact guidebook on how not to do that.
Yeah, honestly. If something could be, like, worked out between two civilians, then the cop had, like, no right to continuously get involved
to
at
pester
all.
them, like, oh, well, you should charge her.
Exactly.
You should back down. Take several seats, sir.
Like, the only time that there needs to be, like, the cop being, like, continuously getting involved if it was like, an abuse charge or something like that, where, like, one party needed help over the other or something like that. This was a couple scratches from a taillight.
Yeah.
This wasn't domestic violence. This wasn't stalking or abuse. This was, non-violent at all. No one got hurt.
It didn't even involve humans getting hurt. It was cars.
Exactly. But, yeah, what they did was too much. But I hope everything goes well for you.
Yeah, I don't think you made the mistake, though.
No.
The cop did by not knowing. I don't even know.
The law.
I mean, I think he knew the law, but he was trying to apply it where it doesn't need to be applied.
Exactly, yeah.
But ridiculous. He needs to chill out. You ready for my first story?
I am.
Okay, stick with me through this one, okay?
Oh boy, rocky start.
No, it's not. But it is... It's one where I might have to explain it a little bit, but it's funny.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm buckled in.
Okay, you ready? Okay, this is by Jets 237. What?
You.
Well, I just know, like, it's easier to get when I'm, like, looking at it visually, like, looking at the words.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so this is by Jets 237, and he says, I normally work in a satellite office pretty far away from my company's normal office. Due to this, I see my boss 1 or 2 times a week. I needed a signature on a contract to send over to a vendor by this morning. So yesterday, I drove the 1.5 hours to the main office and had my boss sign the contract, but needed more information before sending it off to the vendor, so I planned to do that this morning. It was a long day and I left exhausted, so I forgot the contract there. This morning, when I woke up around 6 a.m., I realized the mistake. I frantically emailed my boss with a copy of the contract attached, asking him to sign off again and send it back.
Okay, sounds pretty typical.
Right?
Like, run of the mill.
Okay, yeah, just normal, everyday, like...
Yeah, that happens.
Frantic, have to send out an email, get it fixed real quick.
Yep.
No big deal, right? So he says, I wrote and sent the email without thinking. The subject read, need to re-sign. Content. Hey, boss. Sorry, was exhausted when leaving and forgot a few things. See attached, need this ASAP.
Okay.
He says, I went about my morning, shower, coffee, got breakfast ready, all with my phone charging upstairs. When I finally grabbed my phone at 7 o'clock, I had 2 voicemails and a text from my boss.
Oh, God, that's like getting 13 calls from your mom.
And, like,
oh,
yeah,
man.
instantly makes your stomach turn over, like, oh no, what just happened, right?
Yeah.
So the text said, hey, give me a call. I want to discuss your decision.
Oh,
weird, right?
Okay.
And then he didn't check his voicemails until afterwards. But the voicemail said, The first one was Jets237. Just saw your email. Call me right away. I hope everything is okay.
What?
Right?
What did he send him?
Second voicemail. Ha ha ha. I just read your email. Give me a call.
What is going on?
Okay, so he says, I called him very confused. He picked up and said, happy to hear you're staying with us. Just choose your words more carefully next time. I reread the email and just laughed.
Resign.
He forgot the hyphen, so it wasn't re-sign. He emailed him first thing in the morning and said, I have to resign.
Oh, man.
Right? Yeah, but he says, good news, got the signature, and the contract was sent out. But I didn't know if, like, me saying it, you would get, like, the context between the resign and re-sign, but
not
you did.
Until now. That's awesome.
Right?
Damn.
Like, that hyphen means everything in some situations.
Oh, yeah. That boss was probably freaking out for a hot second.
Right? Yeah. And, at least your boss didn't see it and was like, good riddance. I accept your resignation.
Yeah, he's like, finally, this fucker's getting out of here.
Like,
I'm going to tell him what I really mean, what I really feel.
Yeah, what a turn of events that would have been. But, like, I totally get how this could happen, especially if you're, like, frantic that you just notice that you are supposed to have this contract done and you don't have that signature that you need anymore.
Yeah.
And just hurriedly sending it to your boss like, hey, I need this ASAP.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, not check the grammar, not check anything like that. And I wouldn't even think of resign or re-sign while sending it.
Yeah, it doesn't even cross your mind.
Yeah, right? But, he also had said that, like, since this happened, he's using hyphens much more than normal and, like, as much as possible. And so every other paragraph, like, he is spacing out each paragraph with, like, hyphens through the whole line and then doing the next paragraph. Just, like, of his story that he had submitted, he was doing it that way.
That's awesome.
But I thought that was hilarious.
That's some good shit.
But, yeah, we're glad that you got it all sorted out and, like, everything went okay. But while reading this too, somebody else had commented and said that they get emails all the time from people saying, I resent this instead of I resent this.
Is resent with two S's?
You know what? I don't know, actually. But it's just, like, comes off without the hyphen. Like, people are just offended by it all the time.
Damn.
Right?
God, man, working in an office scares the shit out of me.
Grammar means everything in some situations. Most of the time, I mean, Word has got your back with, like, letting you know if something's not spelled right. But Word doesn't know if you want resign versus re-sign. Mm-hmm. So, like, little things like that, but...
You know one of my pet peeves?
What?
When people overuse commas.
Okay.
Like...
I wouldn't say that that's one of my pet peeves, but I probably use commas more than I should.
Like, I use the Oxford comma quite often, but I know how to use it.
Really?
Yes. But, like... People
rarely use that.
People overuse commas all the time to, like, make breaks in their sentences and then put, like, the word and right after it, and it doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah. You can't do that.
It's just, grosses me out for some reason.
No, the biggest thing with grammar that gets me, and, like, I'm done with school now, but I would notice grammar mistakes in textbooks for school.
Really?
I'm like, how are you guys not catching this?
I had a teacher that said if we caught any, they would pay us.
What?
Yeah.
I caught them all the time in my textbooks. And it would irk me so much.
I mean, yeah, that would really get on my nerves.
Right? Because I like couldn't even focus on what I should be studying because all I see is the grammar mistake in the textbook. Mm-hmm. But that's my pet peeve.
Ready for my next story?
Yes.
Okay. It was submitted by SneakyFudge. Ooh.
Okay.
And he writes, so where I work has 2 bathrooms, a men's bathroom and a woman's bathroom, and that's it, just the 2.
Okay.
I don't know what I had last night that rubbed me the wrong way, but this morning I really had to poop. So I used the men's bathroom, which had a single toilet, and I just made it out of the bathroom with the last sheet of toilet paper. Now, there is literally no TP left in the utility/supply closet. So whoever's in there after me is shit out of luck. Sometime around 2 p.m., I feel the urge to go again. Not feeling well from lunch, perhaps, I recall that I used the last of the toilet paper and go to the women's bathroom. Today's rotation does not have any women in the office, and there's a small group of us, so I know they wouldn't see me coming in and out of the women's bathroom. It's nicer than the men's bathroom, I must admit. Smells good, looks good, and very clean. What I did not know was that the water for the women's bathroom had been shut off for something to be fixed, and the company chose today to do it because no women were working today.
I was going to say, and if they sent out a message to the women in the office, you obviously wouldn't have gotten that email.
Right? Yeah. And he says, just my luck when I can't flush the toilet and my shit is just absolutely steaming up that stall.
Oh my god.
Well, I freaked out and grabbed...
Steaming up, gross. Like wallpaper is just tearing off.
It's acidic.
Oh my god.
He says, well,
Hey, Crit, you want to knock it off?
Nope. Well, I freaked out and grabbed some paper towels to, transfer my shit to the men's bathroom to flush it.
What? What?
It's disgusting, I know, but I'm freaking out with no idea what to do, and I'm not telling my boss what happened.
Oh my God.
No way in hell.
How does that even cross your mind as an option?
Right.
Oh my god.
Well, I should have flushed my shit in sections because I proceeded to now clog the men's bathroom toilet.
Oh my god.
I plunged and plunged, but I physically couldn't plunge anymore since the water is on the bottom and it won't rise up anymore, and the toilet won't make that disgusting sound when you know you're cleared the obstruction.
Oh my god. What the hell?
So now the women's toilet is covered in shit, and the men's toilet is clogged to shit, and my boss is probably thinking I'm having a normal lunch break right now. Nope.
They see you come back and you're just soaked and there's a trail from the bathroom, from one bathroom to the other and back out again.
I hope I don't get fired, please, dear God. I was just interning here, and now I got a full-time job 2 months ago.
Oh my gosh. Who even thinks of transferring their poop?
Please don't pick up your shit, man. Like, come on.
And if you do, you need more than just paper towels. Yeah. I tell you that much.
I mean, you need, like,
a whole
gloves.
Jumpsuit.
Yeah, a whole suit.
Hazmat suit.
Yeah. Like,
especially if you're tearing off wallpaper in there.
I understand that your actions are coming from a good place, but please don't do that again.
I wonder if that's why he's going by SneakyFudge.
I think
he's
so.
Sneaking fudge to the next one.
Gross.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
I mean, honestly though, it's kind of impressive. Because, like, I've clogged a toilet before, but I've never broken 2 toilets in the same day.
It's like that South Park episode where they, like, are seeing who can have the biggest poop, and it's, like, Bono versus Cartman or something.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't? It's so gross and weird.
Like, this guy needs a medal for this.
I'm thinking he's winning, though. Yeah. Like,
well, hopefully your boss is understanding, because, like, that would be a real shitty reason to be fired. Hey.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you ready for
it just picks it up. It's so gross.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, okay, I'm just sorry. I'm thinking logistics here, because that's a lot of toilet paper for it not to
I don't know that he was thinking at all, let alone logistics.
Well, like, if you use toilet paper, then, like, it's probably not that thick, so you have to use a lot of it so it doesn't seep onto your fingers and hands to transfer it.
Yeah.
But then, like, that's a lot of toilet paper, so that's obviously gonna get stuck.
Well, he said paper towels. So it's even thicker, and that's definitely gonna get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. You just panicked. Panic brain.
Right? All thoughts went out the window. All your thought process was get rid of the shit.
Yeah. All his thoughts went down the shitter.
Ew.
Hey, okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
God, you're full of them. Okay. Okay, so my second story is from Ben W.
Sup, Ben?
Sup, Ben? Ben says, a little backstory.
You go by Benjamin.
Huh?
I said, do you go by Benjamin?
Well, he can now.
All right.
He said Ben, but we can call him Benjamin.
Okay.
Executive decision. Boom. Done. Okay. He says, a little backstory. I recently moved out by a lake, so just about every day... I just realized a common theme. Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
A little backstory. I recently moved out by a lake, so just about every day I walk down through the woods to the lake with my dog to let her get some exercise.
That'd be so nice.
Right? It'd be so pretty. He says, well, today while walking back, I noticed a sort of path which I hadn't taken before. Well, I guess curiosity killed the cat because here's where it goes wrong.
Ooh.
We stumble upon an abandoned and dilapidated house, which of course I decide to go in and check out. Which, I love the word dilapidated, by the way. Kudos, 5 points. So anyways, he says, from what I could gather, all the stuff in there was junk from the 70s, and being born in 95, I was enthralled by even the trash and toys that were left in there.
Okay.
Well, I'm not even nearly done looking through everything, and I even noticed another house close by when nature calls.
Ooh.
Assuming I'm pretty far from my house, and since I wasn't ready to go back, I decided to poop in the woods.
Done that.
I noticed a tree with some nice looking leaves on it, which I decided to use to wipe. Afterwards, I deter my dog from her interest in the pile, bury it under some leaves, and get back to looking through the houses. When I decide to go home, I notice I'm literally less than 2 minutes away from my house, and I could have just as easily gone home to poop. But here's the real kicker. I start to notice an uncomfortable sensation in my butt.
No.
And decide to look at pictures of poisonous plants to make sure I didn't fuck up.
The cliche.
I was pretty confident that it wasn't poison oak, even though the leaves looked basically the same as I'd remembered. Until I found out that poison oak is a vine that can totally climb trees.
Yep.
I go back to look, and sure enough, it's poison oak. I suppose my judgment was clouded at the time by desperation because it was so clearly a dead tree with a vine climbing up that once that I looked at it the second time around. So basically, here I am, awaiting the full onset of my butt rash, and to add insult to injury, I let my dog run around in those woods all the time, sometimes when I'm not with her.
Aww.
Had I known she'd be interested in the poop, or that we were that close to the house, I would have never pooped there. Now I'm going to have an itchy butt for days, all because I eat bran flakes every day.
At least he'll scratch it for him.
Oh my god, gross. But I totally understand going potty in the woods, especially when it strikes out of nowhere. But the real kick in the ass part is that not until afterwards do you notice that your house is literally right there. And you could have made it.
Well, I mean, I used to run around my childhood home with my best friend, and his house would be just a block or so away. Mm-hmm. Couldn't make it a block.
I mean, yeah, that'll happen.
And I knew where it was.
Yeah.
Whew.
But a block is a lot more than 2 minutes.
No, it's not.
No?
No, not at all. Usually the length of one building is a block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, clench the butt cheeks if you can, but yeah.
Man.
But also, from the context there, I wonder if the dog still got into the poop afterwards. Because, that would just make it so much worse.
I really hope not.
So much worse.
Yeah, hopefully nothing happened to the dog either.
Right? But we hope you found cool goodies in there, and if so, send pictures. I think that abandoned buildings are cool looking. I don't know why.
I mean, they are. Everyone likes them.
Yeah.
It's just it has that creepy ambiance to it.
Yeah. So send pictures if so. But, like, I would be totally screwed if this happened to me because you can show me a picture of, like, poison ivy a million times. And even though, like, we used to go camping all the time, I have no idea what poison ivy, poison oak, anything looks like.
Girl.
I know, right? Like,
How?
you could show me a picture a million times and then send me off into the woods and I would be just as clueless as if I was never shown a picture before. I don't know why. Can't do it.
Well, it's a good thing I can identify them for you.
Right?
So you don't use them to wipe your ass.
Ayo.
Ayo.
We'll see.
Okay, so for my third story, it was submitted by Evaleenora. Yeah, Evaleenora.
That's pretty.
Right? I like it. And she says, I needed to get an x-ray on my back today due to some pain after an accident.
Aw.
This is also my first time having one in this location. The one other time I've gotten an x-ray was for a broken wrist as a kid. I guess I should also mention that I can get quite nervous at the doctors. So I go into the clinic to wait, and it wasn't long before the radiologist calls me in. He was a soft-spoken man right off the bat and a little hard to hear. Since it was my back and I was getting x-rayed, I had to remove my bra. He got me positioned in front of the machine and started to leave the room so he could take the image. He stopped at the door frame and said, "Hold your breasts." I have a larger bust, so I'm thinking, sure, I can hold these bad boys up. Especially since I didn't have the support of my bra. So I do what he says. Turns out the radiologist was saying, "Hold your breath." So I'm standing there with a melon in each hand, and he says, he says, "No, I need you to not breathe while I take the image."
The doctor's like, what the hell just happened?
Obviously, following directions is not my strong suit, and this resulted in a pretty awkward appointment. Afterwards, I sat in my car for a moment and contemplated all of my life choices.
I don't know. I'd say you followed directions spot on from what you heard, at least. You did not hesitate. You were ready to go with that.
For some
A
reason,
melon in each hand.
for some reason, I could just see like you doing this though.
Yep.
And hold your breath. And you're just like, okay.
Okay.
You just like, look around, and you're like, the doctor just face palms and goes.
They're like, what the hell is she doing?
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to fucking repeat myself.
Like, why is she like this?
But she did say more and said, my back is fine with some rest, anti-inflammatory meds, and some muscle relaxers. Thankfully, there was no actual injury to the vertebrae. I had a bad fall where I landed straight on my back.
Oof.
I had to walk it off for about a week, but I bent down, weird, to pick up my cat. Super dumb way to hurt yourself, I know. And experienced some pretty severe pain that didn't go away. The x-ray was more of a precaution.
Ugh. My goodness.
That's hilarious, though.
You say that's a dumb way to hurt yourself, though. I've only ever broken one bone. Well, two, but it was at the same time. And it was literally just walking to my car and I slipped on ice. That's it. Nothing.
You're so agile.
I was walking and fell. Graceful like a gazelle.
On ice.
Right. Yeah, so don't feel too bad. I've done dumber, so.
And I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you ready for my third story?
I am.
Okay. Final story for our episode comes
Dun, dun.
to us from Zal-Tech.
Zal-Tech? Mm-hmm. That sounds like a seasonal allergy medicine.
It does, actually. Like Zyrtec, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's...
Sponsor us.
If only. You know how much money I might save that way? Oh my god. Okay. So he says, so this morning I was browsing I always mess it up, GIF or GIF?
GIF.
GIF, whatever.
It is GIF.
I say it both ways every time because I know I'm going to be right at least once.
So you're wrong half the time.
Yeah, but I'm also right half the time.
I don't like those
odds. I'm just like ensuring that at least at some point I'm right in that situation.
Okay.
Okay, so this morning I was browsing the GIF recipes subreddit when I found this post for cool ideas with chocolate. My mom does a lot of cooking and baking, and I thought that she would find this GIF interesting. I decided to share with her the link. It is important to note that I use an app for viewing Reddit, and that it simply plays the GIF video in app without going to the link itself.
Okay.
Moments later, I receive a phone call from my mother who confusingly asks, "Why did you send me porn?"
Oh, God.
It says live sex. I quickly checked the link that I sent, and sure enough, it links to a porn site.
What the hell?
The recipe GIF was still there, but for some reason it was hosted on a not safe for work porn site with pornographic clips and ads all around it.
Oh my God.
She was very understanding after I explained, but she also joked, "Too bad it wasn't a bunch of naked men."
I guess.
Right? But, like, it makes it even worse that you had sent it with no context, too. So your mom was probably so thrown off.
My mom would open anything that I send her. She's sure, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom's probably like, "Damn, I know we're close, but we're not that close."
Yeah, I don't want to know your preferences.
Keep your porn to yourself, son.
Yeah.
But, like, and it also just hit me, too. Like, it says... cool ideas to do with chocolate, and it's hosted on a porn site.
That could go one of two ways.
So I wonder,
either.
I wonder if it's actually like cool things to do with chocolate in the bedroom.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Like, that would make it even that much more odd to send to your mom. like, here, spice it up with dad.
Yeah. Here, put this in places.
Gross. I do not like how you just specified places. That was terrible. Oh my God. Yeah. That would be so odd to get from your son.
I want to do that now.
Oh my God. Yeah, your mom would just go along with it. She's like, "All right, son, I'll try that."
Yeah, she'd open up anything. And then as soon as she'd watch it, she'd be like, "Damn it, I thought this was useful."
Right?
She wouldn't even be mad. She'd probably just laugh at it.
No, yeah. She would just incorporate it into daily life.
Yeah.
Like, well, he said it, so it's going to be true.
Yeah, jeez. But that is our episode, guys.
That is.
Episode 21.
Yep. Thanks for being with us again.
Of course, yeah. And happy birthday to my mom again.
Yep. Happy birthday. Incorporate those cool chocolate ideas.
All right. Nope. Nope. You lost me there.
Love you, Julie.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you, guys. Just a reminder, if whatever platform you're listening on, if you want to like, comment, review, subscribe,
That'd help
everything
a bunch.
helps. If you like us and you really want to do something awesome, share us with 2 people today. I challenge you.
Ooh.
2 people. And yeah, just any kind of spreading the word helps a lot. So thank you for everything. If you have any stories that you want to send to us, you can email us at savagelydelightful@gmail.com. And then if you want to reach out on any kind of social media, all of those handles are on the outro.
All right, see you guys next week.
Bye! So, you may have made a mistake today, but at least you didn't mess up as badly as the people we discussed. If you did, we would love to hear about it, and we may even feature your story on an upcoming episode. You can find us online at www.savagelydelightful.buzzsprout.com, on Twitter at savage_delight, and on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at savagelydelightful. If you like what you heard today and you want to show your support, please consider donating to us on Patreon at patreon.com/savagelydelightful. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss future episode releases, and please consider leaving us a review so that it's easier for others to find our podcast. Thanks, bye!